Hello everybody, this is FC7 and today I'm going to be going through an epic request and an epic retelling. This is for the Beastlord class. So I'm going to assume everybody knows how to start the quest if you're watching this video, if you've searched this one out. So it starts in Acrylia Caverns, and as soon as you zone in, you see this NPC on the left, and you have to hail her, and then she'll ask you to come closer, and you hail her again, and that starts the script to start this quest. So down the hallway here, you'll see two mobs talking to each other, and just hold back for a little bit. You'll be attacked pretty soon by a group of mobs. I have my mercenary up here. It's a healer mercenary. If you are a better equipped Beastlord than myself, then maybe you won't even need one. But I felt it was necessary because my Beastlord's still a work in progress. So anyways, getting back to the quest here, this is the part where you get ambushed. And these mobs are really easy. I'm level 101, and they don't cause much damage at all. You might see a green sparkly thing on the ground. That's for an epic retelling, so you won't need this if this is your first 2 times doing the quest. I'll go through that more during part 2 of this video. So we'll continue getting attacked here by the gremlins. This goes on for like maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and then the script will switch to you getting captured, you and your pet. So you really can't do anything until, well, you get frozen, so you can't move at this point. And I'm going to switch to my alt who's hanging out by the zone in, and I'm going to follow where they take you, because like I said, this is the regular zone. They're not using an instance, which I found kind of strange, but I guess you can't cause zone disruption in a ancient zone like this because I don't think anybody would be here. So they take you down this hallway, and at this point I'll switch back. The area here locks anybody in the zone out. So as you can see, I'm trying to follow, and it kicks me out, kicks me back. So this whole area is for an epic request, somebody doing the epic request. So at this point, they're going to lock you in a cell, and they're going to take your pet and lock him in the room that you just came from. You can watch the text play out. You are chained to this wall over on the left-hand side. And I apologize for showing most of the right side of the UI, but I felt it was necessary to show the left side in case you're following along with the lore of this quest. There are a lot of emotes that go on. So now at this point, there's an NPC right there. He's towards the top right side of the cell, where the cell ends, and I'm going to dot him up. You'll need to do that for an epic retelling, although it's not necessary if you're doing this for the first time. So while you're here, the NPC next to you will free you pretty soon, because I guess he's a prisoner in here with you. So once you kill the prisoner that's laying on the ground, this will pop up on your cursor. You don't need this, but it's handy to have if you're doing the retelling part. So just watch the script play out here. And I guess the way it works is the prisoner next to you will pull out his tooth, free himself by freeing the handcuffs, and then come over by you and free you for some reason. And I think they're reenacting the sacrifice that created Khadisha the Twisted. One of the coolest villains in the game. If anybody's not familiar with the lore of Khadisha, I recommend looking it up. He's actually one of the raid events here in the zone, and it's one of the only things left in the game, the old world game, that I haven't seen yet, so I haven't done the event. I've attempted it a couple times, but I've never gotten him to spawn. I'm hoping before my Everquest career is over I can actually see the event play out, but so far I haven't had any luck. It's really hard to get the event to spawn. But luckily, during this event, you do get to see Khadisha, which I was happy about, because I had wanted to see that NPC model for a long time, actually using the game. Now, if I was in charge of Everquest, making the decisions there, I would have the next expansion be set on Luclin and use Khadisha as the bad guy, because I think his story needs to continue. Be an Everquest expansion going back to Luclin. That'd be kind of neat. So now back to this quest. Once he frees you, you can pick up this item on the ground. Again, this is for an epic retelling, so you don't really need to do this. You don't need to pick that up if this is your first 2 times doing the quest. Because remember, before doing an epic retelling, you have to do this epic request. You have to do this quest twice. So after he frees you, now is a good time to get your healer and mercenary up so you can get rebuffed, because when they throw you in the cell, all your buffs are taken away. So, and now also is a good time to equip your epic. If you have your epic 1.0, 1.5, or 2.0 on you, just equip it in your primary because it helps defeat the guys coming up. So they're finishing the sacrifice here. And pretty soon, the guy that freed you will tell you to follow because he gets a door open. And then you're going to be rushed by 2 guards. This part coming up is pretty impressive because the Warder of Life and the Warder of Death both spawn. For those unfamiliar, it's part of the Khadisha event in this zone. And then they disappear. So you only get to see them once. So I recommend, if you're doing this for the first time, just look up the bars here and watch the event play out. It's pretty nice if you are into the lore. So then these 2 guards will attack you, and like I said, equip your epic. It'll help do some extra damage to these guys. And I wish I could get these guys down faster, but like I said, this Beastlord's still a work in progress, so I'm not too powerful with him yet. At this point in the quest, you're unable to summon a pet too. Your pet's in the other room, and it won't let you summon a new one. So you're left on your own. So we'll just defeat this last guy here. And you'll be attacked by 3 more. So just keep doing the same thing. I usually have my 3 main dots up and just go through each one of these guys and try to put as many dots on them as possible, using mana regen to get your mana back up. There's also an AE nuke that we have, but I really can't cast that too well because my character is not fully developed yet. So I'm having a lot of fizzle problems. One of the things I should have done when I started this Beastlord is spend some time trying to level up his skills, because as you can see on the right side of the screen, all my skills are going up just being attacked by these guys. Which maybe if you just built your Beastlord, I would recommend just coming in here to practice these skills, because I'm really getting a lot of skill ups here. So at this point, you'll be attacked again, and this time there's going to be a high priest and some spiritualists and some guardians. Now, in order to get the high priest dead, you need to kill the spiritualists, because I believe the way it works is every time you damage the spiritualists, the high priest takes damage as well, so you can't just defeat the high priest right away. And again, have your epic equipped, because that helps. I think the very first time I did this quest, I did not have my epic equipped at all, and I still beat it, so it's not a necessity, but it helps. Alright, so we'll just finish these guys off, and pretty soon I will have to face my warder. So after these guys are dead, you get attacked by your pet, and I'll show that it's coming up here pretty soon. So I guess your pet turns evil or something and attacks you, but you only have to get his health down to around 25-30%. And I forgot to mention too, if you come in the zone and try this quest without a pet, the NPC that you talk to at the beginning will tell you to summon one. So I guess they thought of everything. So we'll continue fighting the pet. He is also one that doesn't hit very hard, and if you're working on skill ups, it's a good time to just use him to work on skill ups. None of these mobs during this quest hit very hard. But they do con either even, blue, or a red, so that's pretty nice. So pretty soon, there we go. You get his health low enough so that he respawns over here. And what you have to do is cast a heal on him, and the curse is broken, so you heal your warder. Now you have to summon a new one. After a few lines of dialogue pop up on the screen. So I'll just summon a new one. And at this point, the quest is pretty much over. This part coming up is really cool, because out of the lava rises this huge statue of Khadisha the Twisted. You can actually stand on those two bones right there and get lifted up with this. So there he is, one of the rarest, least seen models in the game. One of my all-time favorites. And I'm not sure what these things are, these statues. Somehow there's like something clickable up here, but I never did figure out what exactly is. There's also one over on the other statue, but we won't worry about that right now. And there's some kind of spell he uses on you. Unresistible. So then at this point the quest is pretty much over, and you can let the event just run its course and let time run out until you're ported back to the zone in. Or you can talk to the guy. There's a guy over by the doorway. You can just say leave to him or something, and your quest also updates that way. So then here we are finishing the quest. And depending on if you have your 1.5, 2.0, or 1.0, you get an ornament and an achievement. So they're not lore, so you can dual wield them, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, so that quest is complete, and now it's on to part 2, an epic retelling. The mysterious epic retelling quest that will grant you what you see on the screen there, those claws. So what we're going to do is do the quest again, this time for the 3rd time. And I'm not going to go through the entire quest, I'm just going to go through some key points. This is when you get attacked at the start. And remember the green orb I told you about, you need to pick that up. Because this requires you to pick up 4 items when you're doing this quest. So now, when you get captured and you're in prison, you need to defeat the guy laying over in the corner. So I just use my 3 main dots, and as soon as he's dead, the item you'll need will pop up on your cursor. So that will be item number 2. Right there. Now for the 3rd item, you're going to need to pick up those spikes that are next to his corpse, that were next to his corpse. That will be the 3rd item you need. So he'll break you free, and you run over to the bars, pick up the 3rd item. So that's item number 3. And the 4th item is during the last part of the quest, where Khadisha is there looking at you. What you do is you turn, and the last spike that's sticking over the wall here is actually an item you can pick up. So there it is, it's a heart, and it's just stuck on the spike there. And make sure not to get out of the quest by telling the NPC to leave. Wait for it to time out, and then you'll get this message up here that's in green text. It should make for a more interesting tale to tell. So now you're back, and you get the item. And that item is called the Warder. And there's the achievement that comes with it. And they're not lore, so you can equip 2 warders at once, which I'm going to do here in a second. Just go back to her and get another warder and equip it on the other hand, and then you have 2 ornaments. One is red and one is white, which is fairly unique to these epic retellings, because most times they're lore. So Beastlords got off kind of lucky. So that is what it looks like when equipped. And I guess you can't change the colors around either, so your right hand will always have to hold the white one, and your left hand will always have to hold the red one. Alright, so that should just about do it for this video. Thank you everybody for watching. Any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. Have a great day.